Hey everyone! Do you ever find yourself sitting in a quiet house, maybe with a cup of tea, and suddenly a wave of loneliness just washes over you? You've worked your whole life, raised a family, and now in what are supposed to be your golden years, you feel a little lost, like you're on the outside looking in. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone in feeling this way. So many people step into retirement and are surprised by this sense of isolation. It's like the daily hustle and bustle that defined your life for decades just stops. The phone doesn't ring as much. The inbox isn't full. The social connections that came so naturally through work are suddenly gone. It's a huge adjustment, and it's completely normal to feel a bit adrift. I've spoken to countless retirees who describe it as a void. They have all this free time they dreamed of, but filling it meaningfully feels like a monumental task. But here's the most important thing I want you to hear today. This feeling is normal, but it is not your new normal. It's a chapter, not the whole story. And today, we're going to talk about how to turn that page. Let's get practical. Feeling isolated isn't something you just have to endure. It's something you can actively overcome. First, let's rebuild your routine, but this time make it a joy routine. Instead of an alarm for work, set an alarm for a morning walk in your local park. The simple act of being outdoors and seeing other people can do wonders. Next, become a regular somewhere. It could be a coffee shop, the library, or a community garden. When the barista knows your order or the librarian saves a book for you, you start to rebuild those small, daily social interactions that we as humans crave. These aren't huge commitments, just small, consistent steps to re-engage with the world around you. Another powerful tip is to schedule social time just like you used to schedule meetings. Call up one old friend or family member each week. Don't wait for them to call you. Be the initiator. It could be for a quick chat, a lunch, or a walk. Putting it on the calendar makes it real and gives you something to look forward to. I want to share a story about a wonderful man named Arthur. When Arthur retired from his accounting firm after 40 years, he was devastated. He told me his identity was tied up in his work. For months, he barely left his house. His wife was worried sick. One day, scrolling through a local community page, he saw a post from a small nonprofit animal shelter. Their bookkeeper, a volunteer, had just moved away, and they were in desperate need of someone to help manage their finances. It was only a few hours a week. Arthur hesitated, thinking his professional days were over, but he gave it a shot. Within a month, Arthur was transformed. He wasn't just crunching numbers. He was part of a team. The shelter staff and volunteers relied on him. He shared stories about the dogs and cats with his family. He had a reason to get up and get dressed in the morning. He had found a new purpose. Arthur's story isn't about becoming an accountant again. It's about finding a place where you're needed. Your skills, whatever they may be, are still incredibly valuable. This brings me to a crucial point, the power of purpose. Retirement isn't an ending, it's a transition. It's your chance to redefine what purpose means to you. For decades, your purpose might have been your career or raising your kids. Now, you have the freedom to choose a new one. Maybe it's mentoring a young person in your former field. Maybe it's volunteering for a cause you're passionate about, like Arthur did. Or maybe it is finally mastering that skill you've always dreamed of, learning to paint, play the guitar, or speak a new language. Local community colleges and senior centers offer tons of classes, often at a reduced cost for retirees. Joining a class isn't just about learning. It's about being in a room with people who share your interests. It's an automatic, built-in social circle. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to be yours. It has to be something that makes you excited to start the day. Now, I know for some, getting out and about can be a challenge physically or logistically. And that's where the modern world offers some amazing tools. Let's talk about technology, but don't be intimidated. It's here to help. Video calls on platforms like Zoom or FaceTime aren't just for business meetings. They are a wonderful way to see your grandchildren's faces, to have a virtual coffee date with a friend who lives far away, or even to join an online book club. There are also fantastic online communities built specifically for seniors. Websites like Stitch or Senior Planet connect you with peers for everything from travel groups to discussion forums. You can find people who share your passion for 1960s rock music or classic films. It's about using technology not as a replacement for in-person connection, but as a bridge to it, and a wonderful way to connect when distance is a barrier. It's safer and easier to use than ever before. Beyond social activities, let's not forget your own emotional wellness. Taking care of your mind is just as important as staying physically active. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can be incredibly grounding when you're feeling overwhelmed by loneliness. There are free apps like Insight Timer or even guided meditations right here on YouTube that can teach you simple breathing exercises. Spending just 10 minutes a day focusing on your breath can calm your nervous system and help you feel more centered. Journaling is another powerful tool. Write down your feelings, your worries, your hopes. You don't have to show it to anyone. The act of getting it out of your head and onto paper can provide immense relief and clarity. And please, remember that there is no shame in seeking professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide you with dedicated support and strategies to navigate this life transition. Your mental health is a priority. So let's recap. Feeling lonely in retirement is a common bump in the road, not a life sentence. You have the power to change it. You are not invisible, and you are not done contributing. Your wisdom, your skills, and your presence are needed in this world. Start small. Rebuild a routine filled with joy. Become a regular somewhere. Pick up the phone. Find a new purpose, whether it's volunteering, learning a new skill, or mentoring someone. Use technology to bridge the distance with loved ones. And above all, be kind to yourself. Nurture your emotional well-being. This is your time. Your time to explore, to connect, and to thrive on your own terms. I want you to do one thing for me today. Just one. After this video ends, I want you to think of one person you haven't spoken to in a while and give them a call. Or look up one local group or class that sounds even mildly interesting. Take that first small step. You have so much to offer, and there's a whole community out there waiting to connect with you. If this video helped you today, please consider sharing it with a friend who might need to hear this message too. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.